You know that little voice inside? The one that sometimes whispers self-doubt? Or maybe you find yourself comparing where you're at with, well, everyone else. Or just struggling to really own the good stuff you achieve.
Yeah, that's a really common thing for so many women. It really is.
So we were thinking, what if there were some actual practical steps, ways to handle those feelings and maybe build up more confidence, more support?
Exactly. And that's what we're getting into today. This deep dive is all about strategies for, personal growth, but also for building stronger connections between women.
Right, empowering each other.
hmm And we're pulling all this from one really insightful article. It's called 9 Ways Women Can Become Better Women, written by Marissa Jane over at Thought Catalog.
So our mission here is basically to dig into this article, pull out the really useful bits, the actionable stuff, maybe some surprising ideas from her perspective.
Yeah, kind of give you a shortcut to some solid ideas on self-improvement for women and, importantly, fostering those better female connections.
Okay, let's jump in. Where do we start? How about that tendency, and I think many of us do it without even realizing, that tendency to criticize other women, even subtly.
Yeah, the source tackles that head on. It's the very first point. Stop the shit talking.
Wow, direct.
Very direct. The author, Marissa Jane, she basically says, look, women have it hard enough as females on this earth.
hmm
And she suggests that a lot of that negative talk, that criticism, it often comes down to jealousy.
Right, which is hard to admit sometimes.
Totally. But the real insight here isn't just don't do the bad thing. It's more about recognizing why we might do it. Maybe it's like this societal thing that pushes us to see other women as competition.
Instead of allies.
Exactly. So the article challenges you to actively flip that script. Like you see a woman running,
Yeah.
instead of picking something apart, you think, damn, girl, keep running.
Ah, okay, so it's an active positive reinforcement.
hmm It's about this idea that we really are in this together, making our foremothers proud, she says. Not necessarily with big protests, but just in these, like, daily thoughts and actions.
Okay, so start tearing down, start building up, even just internally. That makes sense. And I guess that leads into how we present ourselves to others.
It does, yeah, that's the second point. Be a woman young girls can look up to.
You're a role model.
Exactly. The author talks about how she thinks about her actions, like through the eyes of her younger cousins.
Yeah.
Would she want them doing the same thing?
That's a good filter.
Isn't it? She gives examples like dressing appropriately for a 27-year-old, her age at the time, using respectful language out in public, just generally putting out vibes of integrity and authenticity. It really hammers home that idea that we have to earn the respect we get from others. It starts with us.
Yeah, it connects back. If you stop the internal criticism, maybe it's easier to project that integrity. But earning respect is tough if you're constantly looking sideways, comparing yourself.
Oh, absolutely. It's so easy to fall into that trap. And that's the third point. Respect where other women are on their own journey. She shares this very personal story about comparing her career path to an old classmate. This other woman was logging 60-plus hours a week and making more money than I have seen in my life.
Wow, yeah. That's a tough comparison.
Right. But the author comes to this conclusion that her own path, where she was then, was where I am supposed to be. She recognized her own happiness, her own growth.
So it's about self-acceptance, trusting your own timeline.
Exactly. And it applies to relationships, too. The article points out, no relationship will be the same as the last, and we're really in no place to judge someone else's relationship.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
Respecting their choices, their path.
But there's a really important but here.
Correct.
The author adds, when you see something actually not okay, something that hurts your gut or, is dangerous or unhealthy, speak up.
Ah, right. So respect the journey, unless the journey seems actively harmful. That's a crucial difference.
Definitely. It's not about judgment then. It's about concern, about safety.
Okay, so we've covered a lot about how we relate externally, stopping negativity, being role models, respecting different paths. Now, let's maybe shift inward a bit. Redefining how we see ourselves.
Good transition.
How about we tackle a word that, well, it carries a lot of weight and maybe some confusion? Feminist.
Yeah, that's the fourth point. Understand what it means to be a feminist. The author mentions her background in women's studies helped her here.
So what's the definition the article uses?
It's pretty straightforward. Feminism defined is the belief that women and men should have equal rights. Full stop.
Just equality.
Just equality.
Yeah.
And the article pushes back hard against all those negative stereotypes you sometimes hear. Anti-men, anti-shaving,
Right, the old tropes, pants wearing, unattractive.
all that stuff. The author says, hey, I love my boyfriend, I get waxed, I wear dresses. None of that negates being a feminist.
So it's decoupling the core idea from the stereotypes.
Exactly. She mentions some key figures, too, like Mary Wollstonecraft, Audre Lorde.
Right.
She clarifies, not the singer. And Gloria Steinem.
Right, historical context.
Mm-hmm. And the main takeaway is that feminists want more for everyone, not just women. It's about lifting everyone up to achieve that equality.
Okay, so clarifying that definition is key. Now, moving from a societal label to something super personal, body image? That's a tough one for so many women.
Oh, definitely. And the fifth point goes right there. Really love your body.
Easier said than done.
For sure. The article is really honest about it. Acknowledges how, mean comments from when you were younger can stick with you for ages.
Formative years.
Totally. And the author admits her own struggles, even when she felt she was in the best shape of my life, doing yoga, eating well.
It's still human, right?
Absolutely. She says she definitely cheats, loves her fries and sweets. We all do, right?
Yeah. Relatable.
But the point she makes is that the effort of self-care, the intention to be kind to your body, has to outweigh that negative voice in your head. It's an ongoing thing.
A practice, not perfection.
Exactly. The ultimate message is love it wholly, every part of it. It's the only one you've got.
Okay, that's a powerful message of self-acceptance, which kind of ties into another challenging thing. Learning how to be okay, truly okay, being alone.
Yeah, that's point number 6. Learn how to be alone. And the article is specific here.
How so?
It's not just about, not having a partner right now, but still texting old flames or keeping people on the back burner, as she puts it.
Okay. Not pseudo-alone.
Right. It means being alone, really unattached. The idea is to enter new relationships later with a clean slate, not just bouncing from one relationship to the next.
Which lots of people do. It's hard to sit with being alone sometimes.
It really is.
Yeah.
But the author talks about how she used that time. She filled it up: new hobbies, old friends, new friends, travel, and a lot of books.
So filling the space constructively.
Yes. And crucially, she says, without wasted time on people who did not deserve me. And it was in that space, that intentional solitude.
Yeah.
She says, it was here I truly found me.
Wow. That's really profound. Finding yourself in the quiet, not in relation to someone else.
Exactly. It's about building that solid core within yourself.
And once you have that stronger sense of self, maybe it's easier to communicate what you need. Which brings us to the next point, I think.
Yep. Number 7, be direct and clear.
The classic what's wrong nothing scenario.
Yes. The article calls that out specifically. How frustrating it is when someone does that. Because, as the author points out, people can't read your mind. It's unfair to expect them to.
True. But why do we do it?
Well, the article suggests maybe it comes from being shut down by someone or something before. Like you tried to be direct in the past and it didn't go well, so you clam up.
That makes sense. A defense mechanism.
Could be.
Yeah.
But the article also says, look, if you're really not ready to talk, it's okay to say you need a breather.
Okay, so you don't have to force it immediately.
Right. But then comes the assertive part. If being honest eventually pisses someone off, tell them to take a hike.
Whoa. Okay, that's pretty bold advice.
It is. It's about valuing your own need for clear communication and not taking responsibility for how someone else reacts to your honest feelings.
Easier said than done, maybe, but definitely empowering. It's like reclaiming your voice.
And speaking of claiming things,
Yeah.
how about compliments? Why is it so hard sometimes to just accept one?
Oh, that's such a thing, isn't it? The deflection, this old thing.
Totally. And that's point number 8. Know how to take a compliment.
So what's the advice? Just say thank you.
Pretty much, but with feeling. The author challenges us to actually believe it. When someone says something nice, you're beautiful, you did a great job.
No downplaying it.
Exactly. No, bullshit. No, it wasn't that good. She says we need to get comfortable with praise.
Why do you think we deflect so much? Is it humility or something else?
The article kind of implies it might be tied to that self-doubt we talked about earlier. Like deep down, maybe we don't feel we deserve the praise.
Could be.
So the advice is simple. Just accept it. Thank that person for reminding us how awesome we are.
I like that framing. They're reminding you of something true. It's not about ego. It's about acknowledging reality.
Precisely. It's self-affirmation supported by someone else.
Okay. And that leads perfectly into the very last point, which feels like a culmination of all this.
It really does. Point 9 is be proud of yourself.
Own your accomplishment.
Yes, own your strengths. The article lists things like be proud of being an intellectual or being really great at something. Celebrate succeeding at something new, a job, a tricky yoga pose, whatever.
Big or small successes.
Exactly. The message is own it and share it with those you care about. Don't hide your light.
Why is that so important, according to the author?
Because fundamentally, at the end of the day, we have to go to bed with ourselves, and in the morning, it is only us.
Right.
We are our own constant companion.
Right. You have to live with yourself.
So celebrating yourself, being proud of yourself, it's not vanity, it's necessary, it's fuel. It's the ultimate way to build that inner strength and quiet that voice of self-doubt.
Wow. So, okay, let's recap quickly. We went through these 9 points. Stop the negative talk, be a role model, respect others' journeys.
Understand feminism,
Yeah.
really love your body, learn to be alone.
Be direct, know how to take a compliment, and finally, be proud of yourself.
Yeah. And you can see how they all kind of link together, can't you? They build on each other.
Definitely. It feels like a whole toolkit for building yourself up and also building better connections with other women. It's both internal and external work.
And like the author implies, you don't have to master all 9 overnight.
Yeah.
Even picking one, really focusing on it, could make a real difference in your life.
A significant shift. So maybe that's the final thought to leave everyone with.
Yeah.
If just focusing on one of these could spark that kind of change, that self-acceptance or strength, what would happen if more women, maybe all women, started cultivating these qualities? What kind of impact could that have?
That's a big question.
It is. What does it really look like to be, as the article puts it, good to yourself and happy for yourself in a world that, well, that often seems to teach the exact opposite, something to definitely chew on.